We have a special guest today as an expert who is public speaking expert. And let me introduce our guest. Our guest name is Parul Chauhan. She is working in IT industry as an MNC, and she has experience of more than 20 years in this industry. And now she is seasoned speaker also because she has been a public speaker since I believe 2014. She is continuously participating in various speaking contests. She is hosting the event. She is participating in lots of contests and even evaluating also the contest. So this is about her, and let me welcome. So hi Parul, welcome to this community call.
Thank you, Kanksha. It was nice to be a part of this community and these sessions. When it comes to a speech on the regular basis that we want to discuss, we sometimes take a pause a lot. You know, say you have an elevator speech that you want to when you are when you are meeting your CEO or some senior manager in the lift, and you have only 1 minute of time. If we will not utilize the time to ask the right thing or deliver, or probably if we want to make an impression of ourselves, that is a 1 minute is very crucial. So whatever we are speaking, it is important, but what is the effective way we are speaking in a given time, that is more important. We have seen that some of the people are talking a lot, but talking a lot of things probably will not make a sense. If you are People will get bored, like, after 20 minutes people will need a break, or they need we need to bring the attention of the audience again. And if you're delivering the small speech also, there also attention would be also required. And some people are, you might have observed that they are really struggling what they want to say. And it doesn't mean that they don't know what to tell, but probably they are kind of afraid of judgment that other people are having it. But we should always tell ourselves that we are the best. You can get a topics from the discussion that you had it with your family members, or with strangers, or with the friends. So you can actually, you need to be little aware of what is happening around you, and try to reflect. In the end of the day, probably gradually will build that mindset to you will get something out of the discussion. Definitely we should be open while discussing. Definitely we should not talk on personal thing and confidential thing which should create harm on ourselves. That is something you can decide, what to talk or what not to talk. And one of us would be having the expertise what we are the field. Someone is having a real estate, they would be expertise on that. Someone would be on expertise on the money, how to invest on the share market. Or probably a person like me who is in IT, I will have some expertise in the AI or some other technology. So you can also talk on those pointer also, considering the what is who is your audience. Okay, reading is also one of the key. Probably if you are a good reader, it is good. If you are not, probably start setting the goals to read something at least 1 or 2 pages alternate day. So if you are reading the articles on newspaper, probably that would be also another way to select the topic also. Everyday experience, like I went for shopping, or probably I was doing the driving, and something happened which actually made me laugh. Probably I can create a humorous speech out of that, or some informative speech also I can do it. Okay, but how we deliver, that is also important, but that I will come to the later. So first of all, select the topic. Once the topic is selected, so when you start your speech, opening is very much important. Okay. Okay, so I was talking about the opening of the speech. You have to challenge your audience also by asking relevant questions. Some of the example would be, I would say something about myself, okay, and we'll say that raise your hand also if you have faced a similar situation, okay. If you are having a speech in front of the people where camera is on, if not virtual, physically, if it is happening, you can ask the questions. That is a one way of asking the question. Probably you can also ask, their experience also, what do you mean by success for you? What do you feel? What is a success for you? Probably the meaning for success for Vinita would be different. Meaning for success for Sachin would be different. And meaning for me, success would be also different. That, I would be learning out of the failure instead of considering success as a destination. So the meaning would be a different. So probably we can ask that, and we can start with our view that, what I mean about the success. So when it comes to opening, probably you can build the context about the speech and ask the questions, engage the audience. That would be the great opening. In the opening, also you can start with the quotation also, yeah, but it would be good if you can give a credit to from wherever resources you have picked up the quotation. We should not, take a credit or speak something which we are not authorized or we don't have copyrights. Mhm. Then it comes to a body, opening, body, and conclusion. This is the basic format of the any speech. Probably the content is very much important, where you can also talk about your personal stories. So success, probably whatever the setback that you have it and how you have overcome and come out of that. Probably you can also enact into a story that, one of the I had a challenges with my family member. I can be a Parul, and someone would be my family member with whom I had a fight. I would be having a role player with them. It depends on the span of the speech that you have it. If I'm talking about 5 to 7 minutes, if 3 to 4 minutes is there, probably you can have a fast role player also. That would also create a drama. As per the scientific facts, our mind is wired to understand the story, and we would be able to, get something out of the story and will remember it. And that is how we all are wired. So, story, if you can incorporate, and that would be a personal story, would be a cherry on the cake. So, as I mentioned, just I will repeat it again. Opening would be challenge your audience, engage your audience, ask the question, get answer from them, and then give your viewpoint. Probably quotation, you give a credit to whatever resources that you have referred. Then proper transitions to the body of the speech, where you can talk about the personal story. You can do a role player of this. You can make a little drama out of that and give a story out of that. You can also research on the given topic and give a statistics or facts about the topic also. And after that, you can start concluding the speech. Okay, what is the message that you wanted to give? So everything should be linked together. Okay, if I will be talking about my story, probably that would be chronological order. Okay, I cannot say that, simply random, or I would be talking on the childhood days, and immediately I will come into adulthood. Again, I will jump into the college days, and then again I will go to the. So that would be good order. You should follow. That audience would be able to understand. And so let's say your audience type is also very important. So whatever you're talking, just understand your audience also, and accordingly you talk also. So this is about organize your speech. Then it comes to a delivery. Delivery is very much important. It's okay that if we are not able to deliver good today, but definitely there is a possibility that tomorrow I would be better. So if we are taking a first step where we are failing, it's okay. Keep trying, and keep trying. See, somewhere I have read 1 minute of practice every day is good compared to 1 hour of practice in month. Start observing your speech, okay? When you are delivering your speech, whether you are able to make a meaning out of that, or record your speech, though, so that you will be able to understand, okay? So we need to organize our thought in a way that, if I would be saying that, Akanksha, there was a day, and then I will take a pause for 30 seconds. Take a meaningful pause. You should prepare well and then present. And then it comes to a vocal variety. Once you are a little bit comfortable with writing the speech, then probably you can try to, try to use the expression and vocal variety, body gesture. Also, you can use it. You can use your head gesture. You can come closer to your mic and go back, and that way also you can actually grab the attention of the audience also. That is also one way of delivering the speech. Okay, you can also use the props also. Okay, so if I want to probably say something, want to give some message out of this pack, well, you can use a prop also. Okay, that you want to talk it. I am able to see nicely, but when I wear this, probably I'm starting judging the people. Okay, so try to, if you are comfortable, you can use it. If not, that is also fine. You can start using it later point of time. Don't stress too much on yourself. Whatever the way you are comfortable, do with that. Okay, try to observe the different delivery of the speakers, and probably that is a secret that I have learned. If I will talk about, initially what we'll be completely into ourselves, how I am delivering, what people are observing. Gradually, when you overcome that, you would be in a stage, you would be able to deliver the meaningful. That would be second stage. And third stage, when you are a little bit far, probably you will start taking the feedback positively, and you will start observing other also. And that is a stage that would be a beautiful stage that you will start progressing like anything. So, at any point of time when you feel that to give up, just remember that this is the same journey that everyone has gone through. So, with that, probably Akanksha, I will hand over. If any questions is there, I would love to answer it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Parul. Thank you so much for that. And just to conclude, whatever points you have mentioned, I've just made the notes so that everyone is on the same page. So whenever we are going to deliver a speech, we have to choose a topic. If the topic is not given, then we have to research the topic. Once the research is done, we have to organize our own thoughts in our own words, and then it has to be in a proper structure, including opening, body, and conclusion. So this is how we have to prepare the speech. And then comes the delivery. So definitely we have to use less pauses. We have to organize our thoughts. And before that, even before starting the recording, we have to make sure that we are 100% ready for the delivery, because our delivery has to be very effective, and we have to make sense. Finally, we have to make sense, and you has to use the voice modulation as where to emphasize more, where to low your voice. So that is how we have to add. So I believe these are the main points we have covered today, right? Thank you, Parul. Thank you so much for adding the value here. I'm sure that people will get lots of value out of it.